It's here. What's poppin', Sporty X? And it is here. I told you we were trying to make a banner, and well, it is here. You're looking at the new logo of World of Sports here, and so you have the WOS with the World, and then you have World of Sports established 2017. Ooh, that is fire! F-Y-R-E. So yeah, I'm super duper excited about this. Tell me what I should put in like this area. I'm trying to fill up the complete walls, no matter what it is. Even if it's only a little hint of something, I just want it to be completely filled. Even if it's just like a bunch of stuff thrown together like this. But anyway, so we are officially a family. Like, we have a banner. Like, this is insane. I think it's really cool. Tell me what you guys think. I'm really excited about it, and yeah, super duper excited. But anyway, let's go ahead and get on to the topic of the video, and that is the Big Ten. Alright, so we have the East Division, we have the West Division, and we're going to start off with the East Division. Alright, so we're going to start off from last like we do with the rest of them. This is the last Power 5 conference preview, and then I think I'm going to upload another video today, which is going to be the top 25, what I think it should be right now, and then what the college football playoff will be. So, let's go ahead and get into it. Last place, I have Rutgers, absolute flop, even though they have some fire uniforms that they just released. Wow. There's no red on them, it's just black and silver. And, yeah, so Rutgers, they haven't been good in a long time. Like, I don't think they've made a bowl game since I've been born, which was 2003. So, next we have Maryland. This is an interesting helmet choice. This is not their primary helmet. But anyway, next is Maryland. Maryland, if you remember, last year got off to a 5-0 start, but then finished 7-5 on the season, which is really, really bad because that proves once you got into conference play, kind of struggled because you only went 3-5 in conference play. Yikes. So I have them sitting next to last. So yeah, in the East. Next, 2, we have Indiana. Another interesting helmet choice. It says Indiana across it. If you can't tell, there we go. And yeah, because that's not their primary either. It has IU on it. But anyway, Indiana last year, solid team. Probably should have beaten Ohio State, but didn't. But yeah, so they're an improved team, just not improved enough to jump over our next team, which is Michigan State. And Michigan State last year was an absolutely awful season. Missed a bowl game for the first time in I think 9 years or something since Saban was there. So yeah, I think they'll rebound this year, make a solid bowl game, possibly the Capital One Outback Bowl is a possibility that I think they might be in. Now we're into the top 3. So last year, if I remember correctly, we have Ohio State left, obviously. We have Michigan left. We have Penn State left. So, with those 3 teams, if you remember last year, I believe Penn State should have been in the college football playoff over Ohio State. I feel like they should have been the number 4 playing Alabama in Atlanta, and Washington should have been playing Clemson. However, the committee did not think so, and they got to play in possibly the best football game of the year in the Rose Bowl. So, yeah. And then Ohio State last year, a very solid team. Their only loss coming to Penn State. They were not a conference champion. Therefore, I did not feel they should be in the college football playoff. And then there's Michigan. They lost to Iowa on an upset and Ohio State, which pushed them into the Orange Bowl, in which they lost. So that is a big mess right there. These three teams in one division, I kind of feel mixed up for it, because like, there's no competition in the other. You have this top four teams, and then the other three, you know, are just going to finish last. It's awful. But anyway, so out of the last three, out of these three, I'm going to have Michigan. Yes, yes, yes. The great Michigan Wolverines. They're not a great team to me this year. 9-3. 2 of their losses right here. Another one right here. So, Michigan, they lost a lot of players this past year, and I just don't see them being able to bounce back quite yet. 9-3 season, again, probably will be competing for this, or for the same bowl game. So, and now we have Ohio State and Penn State. And if you remember last year, at wideout for Penn State, they blocked a field goal, ran it back for a touchdown, and that is what broke the game open. Which, yeah, that's how Penn State won. So, Penn State to me last year should have been in the playoff, like I said, over Ohio State, which really bothered me. And, so, yeah, but this year I do think Penn State will lose to Ohio State, especially considering that it's in the horseshoe. It's going to be 103,000 easily in there. So winner of the Eastern Division for the Big Ten is going to be Ohio State, followed by Penn State in second place. Ohio State's kind of explanatory. They have everything they need. They're like an Alabama. So now we're going to put Ohio State here. And now we're going to move on to our Western Division. In last place, we have the Fighting Illini. I don't even know how to say it. Illinois, yeah. Western Division, by the way. Fighting Illini, I think. So, Illinois has not been a good football team these past few years. They're absolutely terrible. It's kind of sad to watch a power team like them play. They're almost like a Rutgers. They don't have a steady team. They look like they're going to win a huge game against Minnesota and then lose. They look like they were going to win a huge game against Iowa last year, and then they still lost. So that is why I have them sitting last. Next up, we have Purdue. Purdue, ever since Drew Brees left for the NFL, they have not been a great team. You saw last year, they could have been one of the teams to beat Ohio State, but they didn't hold on. So, Purdue, another team that won't finish out games, which is why I have them sitting next to last in the West. Now, next to last are Northwestern. Northwestern, solid team. Again, last year, they had a really, really hot start, but they didn't finish out games late in the season, which is, those last three teams is why I have them sitting at the bottom, because they do not finish. Next up, on the next two, we have Iowa, finishing in fourth. Hawkeyes, a reason that I'm concerned about is they lost to North Dakota State last year, and North Dakota State's really not a great team if you think about it. If they're going to be beating Power 5 teams like that, then they should definitely be, they shouldn't be in the FBS. I'd welcome them to the Mountain West or the Sun Belt or even the MAC, but just Iowa should have beaten them, and for that reason, if they don't take their cupcake game seriously, I'm going to have them in fourth. Now in third, a team that I'm excited about, I can't get Iowa off my finger, Minnesota. Hey, so Minnesota not been the best team in the past few years. They got some stuff going on up there in Minnesota. So, they got a new coach in the name of PJ Fleck, a.k.a. the guy from Western Michigan, aka the guy of row the boat. I see these guys sitting at 8-4. Excuse me. This year, Minnesota will have a great culture around the team, with Fleck at the helm, which is why I have them sitting in third. Alright, and the last two teams, they're both red and white, except one had J.J. Watt, and that team's going to finish first in Wisconsin. Wisconsin I have in first, like last year. This is one team that will always, in my words, probably win the division for a while. They're just too solid of a team to be in this division. And in second, we're going to have Nebraska. Solid team, just not good enough to beat Wisconsin. So in the championship, we have Wisconsin and Ohio State. Ohio State's going to win. So, yeah. Championship of the Big Ten. Ohio State with Wisconsin. I have Ohio State winning big. Wisconsin's a good team. I just don't think they'll be competitive enough to beat Ohio State, if you get what I'm getting. So, yeah. I'm set. First, don't forget to subscribe below. You can subscribe up there. You can watch my other videos up here. We brought the world of sports to life, which I think is really cool. I'm super duper excited about it, and leave a thumbs up. Go give the SEC and ACC video some love, guys. Only 4 and 11 views, yet we got some other ones up to 22, 25, 32. Come on, guys, you can do it. I challenge this video to get 25 views. If you guys can't get it 25 views, then come on, sporty ass. I know you guys can do it. So, yeah. I'm Seth from Seth Sports. I just said Seth Sports. Seth from World of Sports. And,